Okay, this is a video response to a video most people have seen already around the country, and this is of this young man named Andrew Meyer getting tasered at a speech by former presidential hopeful John Kerry. And most people have mixed opinions about this. One says that he deserves it, some say they don't, some said he didn't. My view on it is that this guy didn't deserve what he had coming. Really. This was a disgrace, in my opinion, of epic proportions. This guy, obnoxious as he was, highly obnoxious, I won't disagree with that, but cops and I guess the security had to use some kind of restraint with this. But I will say that given the person speaking, given the situation, these people are instructed and they are basically taught to most likely assume the worst, and they have to use these types of methods, I suppose they were told, for anybody who gets, even a little bit out of hand. And this is a classic case of somebody who has a lot to say, and unfortunately in this day and age you can't ask certain questions to certain people. It's just everything has to be very hush hush and keep it on the down low. Okay? And this young man, felt bad for him, and I'm sure even people who said he deserved it, a lot of people would watch this video and hear his howls and hear his cries for help. I mean, that's sad. That's really sad to hear. And it was just sad to look at, just to hear him in pain and agony while he had about 10, 11, 12 cops on him. I mean, they couldn't just handcuff him and keep him to the floor. They had to taser him. Come on, this is not a huge guy. Well, he's a tall guy, but he's not overly muscular. I'm pretty sure they had a few guys who outweigh him by a lot, and this was totally unnecessary. And he had a lot to say, and people were, from different viewing angles, when I saw some videos, they were looking like they were getting just very upset, and they just wanted him to get off the get off his little sandbox there. But that's freedom of speech. Like it or not, this guy, did some research, did his homework, and came and asked a question. And Kerry, to his credit, tried to answer it before the kid was forcibly ejected. And one last thing to the people who have been saying, "Oh, why didn't they help him?" I mean, in that situation, you could say anything you want, but if you're in that auditorium, you're gonna go up to a security guard and curse him out and try to help the guy? Probably not, because you'll get arrested too. Because let's face it, assaulting police officer, security guard, whatever, is grounds for at least probably a couple of nights in prison, most likely. So, you can say everything you want, but when you're in that situation, you might react a little differently. But in the end, I hope something good comes out of this in terms of mandatory regulations for handling people who, in this case, this guy wasn't a danger to anybody in terms of violence. He was just a very outspoken person who wanted to say something, and he did. He got his message out, and he got some publicity out of it as well. But let's hope that in future cases, people might not, security guards might not have to resort to stuff like that. Just restrain him. And he was trying to get away, but hey, bring some other people, restrain him some more, and just warn him that warn him a few times, and he'll get the message. But I think they probably tased him a bit too early. If he assaults somebody, then that's grounds for an action of that magnitude. But from what I see in the video, he really didn't do anything like that. He was trying to get away, that's fine. I don't think he assaulted anybody, hit anybody. And in my opinion, they should have used better judgment in that case. But let's hope in the future we don't have to witness something as heinous and incomprehensible as this. And that's my view on this subject.